Hey guys, so we know that eruption happened early this morning pre-dawn around 4 a.m. So we weren't able to actually see the eruption physically. And because it's so overcast and cloudy here, we don't see the plume of smoke and ash that we were told went up to 30,000 feet, some 6 miles high. Now there are two main events going on here. There was this steam explosion that happened here at the crater early this morning, and then about 15-20 miles down at Lalani Estates, a residential neighborhood, which is much further away from the crater. That's where there's been volcanic activity over the last 2 weeks. More than 20 fissures have opened up in that area. That's essentially these massive cracks in the earth that oftentimes spit out lava and toxic gases. We were at one of those fissures earlier today, and there were geysers of fire shooting hundreds of feet into the air. We could hear loud explosions. The earth was shaking. So clearly some seismic activity and volcanic activity happening 20 miles away. Again, the first concern here, though, this morning was this massive plume that shot up 30,000 feet. That event for now seems to be over, but geologists warn we could see several more of those type of explosions, even larger ones, or that could have been it. So we're simply in a waiting pattern here. They were anticipating a big explosion like we have this morning. The question now, will there be more later on today and in the days to come?
Has activity there ground to a halt, Miguel? How disruptive is this for everybody?
Yeah, so we had that big explosion here this morning. It was pre-dawn, so there were not a lot of folks around, and the national park is closed. So there hasn't really been any fallout from that. We are bracing for ash in certain communities. We have seen ash on vehicles in some areas, but for the most part, if people have not been affected, there's been a warning that's been issued to local residents to stay indoors and keep windows rolled up that are downwind of the volcano. But again, for the most part, we haven't seen any significant fallout from that. Local schools have been shut down. But again, 20 miles away from here, it's a totally different scenario. There is lava oozing out of the ground, geysers of fire spitting up in the air, and that toxic gas. So depending on where you are on the Big Island, you're dealing with two different kind of volcanic events.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.